Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Monday, the 16th of July, and we are glad to present you our weekly analytical review of the foreign exchange market. Last week, the pair EUR/USD showed ambiguous dynamics. After correction to the center line of Bollinger Bands at 1.1650, the price resumed growth. Consolidating the price above 1.1750 will give the prospect of growth to the levels of 1.18 and 1.1870. In the case of breakdown the level of 1.1650, the quotes may continue to decline to the levels of 1.1570 and 1.15. Technical indicators do not provide a clear signal. A MACD histogram is at the zero line, its volumes are insignificant. Stochastic is reversing upwards. Fundamental events of the week include the publication of statistics on retail sales and industrial production in the US, data on the consumer price index in the European Union, as well as the speech of the head of the Fed, Jerome Powell. Generally, the continued growth in case of breakout of the level of 1.1750 seems possible, but the resumption of decline is not excluded. Last week, the pair GBP/USD showed ambiguous dynamics. After the correction to the level of 1.3130, the price increased to the center line of Bollinger Bands around the level of 1.3220. The further growth to the levels of 1.33 and 1.34 is possible from the level of 1.3220. A reverse price consolidation below 1.3220 will give the prospect of quotations decline to the levels of 1.31 and 1.3050. Technical indicators generally indicate growth. A MACD histogram is reduced in the negative zone, stochastic is reversing upwards. Fundamental events of the week include the statistics on labor market and retail sales in the UK. Generally, the continuation of growth is possible, but one cannot exclude a resumed decline if the level of 1.3220 is broken down. Last week, the pair USD/JPY grew to the level of 112.90, which coincides with the key Fibonacci ratio of 50%. This level is seen as the key for the bulls. If it is broken out, the growth of the price may continue to 113.70 and 114.40. The breakdown of 112 will give the prospect of a downward correction to levels of 111.20 and 110.70. The latter is at the center line of Bollinger Bands. Technical indicators show opposing signals. Bollinger Bands diverge, confirming the presence of an uptrend. A MACD histogram is growing in the positive zone, but stochastic is in the overbought zone, and in the near future it may form a sell signal. Fundamental events of the week include the publication of data on the consumer price index in Japan. Generally, the continuation of growth seems probable, but one cannot exclude the decline in case of breakdown of the level of 112. Last week, the pair AUD/USD showed ambiguous dynamics. At the moment, the price is testing the level of 0.7435, which coincides with the key Fibonacci ratio of 61.8%. The breakout of this level will give the prospect of further growth to the levels of 0.75 and 0.7560. Otherwise, the quotes may return to June lows at 0.7335. Technical indicators generally indicate growth. A MACD histogram is reducing in the negative zone, and stochastic is reversing upwards. Fundamental events of the week include data on the Australian labour market. Generally, the continuation of the price growth in case of breakout the level of 0.7435 seems more probable. Quotes of gold last week dropped back to the level of 1241 and are trying to gain a foothold below it. If they succeed, the price may drop to the levels of 1230 and 1220. Otherwise, the upward correction to the area of the center line of Bollinger Bands at the level of 1255 is possible. Technical indicators show opposing signals. Bollinger Bands are directed downwards, a MACD histogram is increasing in the negative zone, Stochastic is reversing in the oversold zone and is about to generate a buy signal. Generally, the resumption of growth is probable, but one cannot exclude a decline in case of consolidating the price below the level of 1241. That's all for today, and good luck with your trading.